I have a personal story to share in this category. Walking the streets of New York, I remember I had $200 in my pocket and I was looking for a job. At that point, prior to that, because of the series of events in my life, I had lost a lot of things in my life, pretty much everything. My house, my relationship, my job, my business, my everything. So walking through the streets of New York with $200 in my pocket, I was going through a lot of depressive phase, going through a lot of stress, going through a lot of thinking that what am I going to do? The mind was playing games on me, showing me all the negative things that can happen to me. In the morning, I will go to the gym where I had a membership for $25 or so, and I will go take a shower, and then I will start going for the job hunt. In the night time when I will come back, since I have had no place to live, there's a train that goes from Coney Island all the way to Manhattan. It's the Q train. I will hop onto the train from Manhattan all the way to Coney Island. It will take about 1.5 hours to get from point A to point B. Then once the train stops there, then I will hop onto the other train and travel back the same way. And in between these 3 hours to 6 hours, if I made 1 trip, 2 trips, 3 trips, I will try to get as much sleep as I could. In the morning, I'll get up again, and I'll do the same thing. But few days later, the ticket collector, the guard, they start recognizing me that every night I come out of the train, then I hop into the other one. So I start feeling weird. Had never done these kind of things before. So I started looking for other options, didn't have money in my pocket, still looking for the job, couldn't locate anything. So I saw this big, tall building, a storage facility on the 44th, 5th Street between that and Manhattan. It was a 3-level building. I go to the counter and ask the girl which one, different sizes of the storage box and their levels. And after looking at the picture, considering my pocket, my budget, I was able to locate a small box where I can put my stuff and do something with it. So that box costed me $39.99 at the time for a 1-month storage. So I went up, put my stuff there, start doing the same thing again. In the night time, my thing was to sneak in where the manager of the store doesn't see me, and I will go up to my storage facility and I will lay down there and try to lay down unless he comes up for inspection and says something otherwise. I will just try to sleep there. Because the 3rd level, he might not see it because it's always busy at the bottom. So then that cycle started. The box was so small, it was so cold, then the nighttime when I will go in there, when I will put my legs in, my head will be out of the box. And when I will put my head in, my feet will be out of the box. So it was a struggle even laying there, and right next to me, behind me was my small stuff, and then I will have a phone next to me that basically will barely get any signals there. So I went through that. Then in the morning, I will go to the gym, take shower there, start looking for the job. In the nighttime, I will come back, and I will do the same thing. Also worried that manager is going to find out, which I think he did, but he never said anything about it. Very nice and kind of him. If he's watching my video, thank you, sir. So never happened to me something like that before. I was going through this cycle. Then one night it got so bad, I was laying down there, depressed, thinking about all the things that are happening to me and why they weren't working for me. And I thought I was going to die that day. I looked on my right, there was no one. I looked on my left, there was no one. Then I looked up and I closed my eyes and I believed, and I started thinking about all the blessings, all the achievements I have had from my childhood all the way till that point, and start comparing them with all the losses that I had. The hope was still there. The belief was still there. In between that, I never discussed anything with my parents. Didn't want to trouble them because, it's just I never felt that it was fair to put them through all this stress. So, but that night I texted them as well, just to ask them to pray for me, that I was going through a lot, and in my heart I believe that since their connection is much better than mine, hopefully their prayers will come true, and my hope is gonna stay alive. As I was thinking about all my blessings, all these things, my achievements, I fell asleep in between. I was half asleep, half awake. My phone rang. I did not pick up the phone. I was extremely exhausted. I was extremely tired. Then my phone rang again. And I picked up the phone this time. And guess what? The phone call was from what I've been waiting for all this time. And I just smiled there. Because my phone doesn't even receive signals, and the phone call coming 2 times in a row and me picking up, and that phone call coming from me out of nowhere was a completely unseen thing for me. I wasn't even expecting that quick. The belief was there. All these achievements, the blessings that I've been counting on, it started again. I picked up my stuff, collected all my things, said bye to the manager, sat in the bus, and went towards my destination. Cycle started again. And slowly, I started moving back upwards. My friends, pain is the process. When nature puts you through extreme pain, look at the mother. She gets rewarded with a beautiful baby after going through extreme pain process. Nature rewards with the best gift that a mother can have. Look at the diamonds after going through all this heat and pressure. Why does it differentiate from coal? Because the coal was able to handle enough pressure for years and years and years that eventually it turned out to be a diamond. Now, a diamond is unique. Everyone wants to carry that on their finger. Pain, my friends. What we want to remember while we're going through all these hardships in life, while we are going through all this pain, suffering, believe it, that nature is about to reward you with something better. It's about to take you to the next level. It came so it can open your heart, so it can make you wise, so it can give you an opportunity. You can pick up all the successful people in the world and you will find a really rock bottom, the hardships in their life. A lot of celebrities who were ready to suicide at some point, and their life turned around and they became the top celebrities in the world. Pain is a process. You are going to go through the process if nature wants to reward you for the next level. But at those times, always remember the blessings. Do not lose hope. Do not stop believing. Whatever you believe in, pray a lot for yourself. Have your parents pray for you. Keep your hopes high. Keep on counting those blessings, and that help will come to you. Life goes in a cycle. Enjoy the process. Get wise. Do things, and don't panic.